Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. Today we are going to have a DTRS session where we are going to discuss 10 important current affair topics, and we are going to discuss these current affair topics through questions. Alright, so the lead topic for today's discussion will be based on D voters. So today we will understand who are D voters and how D voters are classified. Alright, so before we move ahead, let us quickly see this quotation. This quotation talks about innovation. So here she says, we don't just sit around and wait for other people. We just make and we do. Okay, so this is a kind of spirit of innovation. This is a kind of, getting the things done. This is about, let's say, like starting the initiative. Okay, so here this particular person is saying that like we don't wait for others to come and think about what is to be done. We are the ones who start the thing. Okay, and we just make the things. All right. So this is the thing. Such quotations are important for the UPSC essay paper and also GS paper 4. And so Public Admin Foundation batch is going to start in the month of June. Admissions are open in this batch now. And this is about All India Prelims mock test, which is Panch Sutra. So these mock tests are very important for the UPSC Prelims exam. And we are also going to start the Ethics Foundation batch, which is going to start from 2nd of June 2025. Now, these are the 10 important topics that we will discuss today. We will cover each topics one by one. So you can see there are topics from Indian polity, science and technology, government schemes, environment and ecology, even geography. Okay, so we are going to discuss all these topics one by one. So the first topic is based on D voters. Basically, D voters have been classified by the Election Commission of India, and D voter classification is applicable for the state of Assam. And who are D voters? Basically, those people who cannot prove their Indian citizenship through documents. And so there are some concerns about people who have infiltrated from Bangladesh to Assam. So the government had started verifying the citizenship of these people. So Election Commission of India has come up with a D voters classification. So this question is based on that. So it says it was introduced by the Election Commission of India in 1997 to identify individuals whose Indian citizenship was under question. This statement is right. Okay, so it was indeed started by Election Commission of India in 1997. D voters are automatically granted Indian citizenship if they reside in the country for more than 10 years. So this is not the case. I mean, D voters have to prove their Indian citizenship through documents. Okay, so there are multiple documents that are acceptable. These documents are voter card, passport, many other documents may be there. So using those documents, a person have to basically have to kind of prove his Indian citizenship. Third statement, D voters are allowed to vote in election but cannot contest for public office. Okay, this statement is also wrong because they are not allowed. Okay, they are not allowed to vote in elections and they basically cannot contest for elections. Okay, so both the things are barred. So only first statement is right, which is one only in this case. All right. So recently this article came in the newspaper. So it says Assam Legislative Assembly. Okay, so Assam Legislative Assembly. So Assam opposition demands NRC report, closure of detention center over D voters crisis. Okay. So this is the thing. So this newspaper article recently featured. Then we have another question. This question is about a government scheme. Name of the government scheme is Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan Scheme. Okay, Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan Scheme. So basically, it is a kind of, let's say, a pension scheme for people who are shramers, who are basically laborers. Okay, for laborer people. So who are eligible? People who are between the age of 18 to 40 years. And these people should not be, let's say, these people should not be taxpayers in the country. Taxpayers are having income above a certain threshold. So those people who are not taxpayer, who earn very less, they are eligible for this scheme. So it says it is a voluntary and contributory pension scheme launched by the Government of India to provide social security to unorganized workers. This statement is right. It is not mandatory. It is voluntary. and contributory. Means like, a person can himself go right to the designated office, get himself enrolled in this pension scheme. He then needs to contribute in the pension scheme, so that after a particular age, I think 60 years, so he will start receiving monthly pension. Okay. Then to enroll in this scheme, the person should not be an income taxpayer. This statement is also right. Then this scheme is administered by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment in collaboration with Life Insurance Corporation. This is right, Life Insurance Corporation, but name of the ministry is wrong. This is Ministry of Labor and Employment. Okay, Ministry of Labor and Employment. So correct answer is option A. So this is about Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan Yojana. So this is a kind of pension scheme for our unorganized workers. So this article came in like Press Information Bureau. That's why we have taken this question. It says Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan Yojana, ensuring financial security for India's unorganized workforce. Okay, so people who are working in the unorganized sector. Then we have another question, question number 3. We'll go through this question. Consider the following statements. They have given 2 statements. These statements are: biomass co-firing in the thermal power plants has the potential to be one of the key pathways for decarbonization. This is right. There is potential for circularity in industrial waste applications, including steel slag, refuse derived fuel, red mud, biomass, and hazardous waste. This statement is also right. Basically, this question is related to how we can reduce the emission of carbon dioxide, how we can, let's say, go for circularity. Circularity means when the waste product is not directly dumped, what we do, we try to reuse the waste product. So we kind of, circularize the thing. When we circularize the thing, so waste is not directly dumped. So what we do, we efficiently reduce the waste production. Okay, we reduce the kind of amount of carbon dioxide which is being generated. Okay, so this is the thing. So biomass co-firing, it happens in thermal power plants and it reduces the amount of carbon dioxide which is being released. Okay, we know carbon dioxide is a potential greenhouse gas. The increasing amount of carbon dioxide increases the global warming also. Then, so this is the newspaper article. It says industrial waste circularity can revolutionize resource conservation, cut emissions. So there was Center for Science and Environment. So it is a think tank, Delhi-based think tank. So they have come up with this report. So based on that, we have framed this question. Then we have another question, question number 4. What it says, consider the following statements. So there are 3 statements and we need to identify which statements are correct. So first statement is about Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate. So this particular question is related to National Board for Wildlife. Okay, so this is based on that. First statement, it says Union Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change is ex officio chairperson of National Board for Wildlife. This statement is wrong. Basically, the Prime Minister of India is the ex officio chairperson, and Union Minister of Environment, Forest and he is vice chairperson. Okay, only 2 of world's 34 major biodiversity hotspots are located in India. Okay, so in the world there are 34 major wildlife sanctuaries, biodiversity hotspots, and out of them 4 are in India. What are those 4? One is Himalaya. Okay, one is Himalaya, second is Western Ghats, then we have Northeastern region, or we can say Northeast, and then Great Nicobar group of islands. Okay, so these 4 are part of, let's say, 4 major biodiversity hotspots in the country. Integrated development of wildlife habitats is a centrally sponsored scheme with protection of wildlife outside protected areas as one of its objectives. This statement is right. Correct answer is option A, only 1. So India's wildlife conservation milestone. So recently, I mean, like this newspaper featured. So it says Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Gir National Park in Gujarat today to chair the 7th meeting of the National Board for Wildlife. Okay, so the Prime Minister of India is the chairperson of the National Board for Wildlife. Okay, so this particular thing, this particular National Board for Wildlife has 47 members. Okay, and Prime Minister of India is the kind of chairperson of it. Then we have another question. We will go through this question. It says, consider the following statements regarding Gangetic dolphins. So we are talking about dolphins. Okay. So why we are discussing about dolphins? Because in 2021, a dolphin census has been conducted in the country, where they have identified that in India, we have 6,300 some dolphins overall. Okay. And there are only two species of dolphins. One is Gangetic dolphin, other is known as Indus dolphin. So most of the dolphin is of Gangetic dolphin, and few, I think only 4 Indus dolphins have been identified. So more number of Gangetic dolphins are there, less number of Indus dolphins are there. Major of the dolphins are found in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so basically dolphins, I mean, like, you know, they're found in river Ganga and its tributaries, and also it is found in the Brahmaputra also. Okay, so name of that species Gangetic dolphin. Okay, they are found in multiple rivers. Main river is Ganga river. So it says the first survey of Gangetic dolphin was conducted in 1992. This statement is wrong. It was conducted in the year of 2021. There are more Gangetic dolphins than that of Indus dolphins. This statement is right. This statement is wrong because the state of UP has the more dolphin, followed by Bihar. Okay, so first is Uttar Pradesh, then Bihar, like that. So only one statement is correct, which is option statement second. Okay. So it says first estimate of Gangetic dolphin finds 6,327 across 4 states. Okay. So like in 4 states we have found these things. So 3 Indus River dolphins have been found, and these many Ganges, like, you know, Gangetic dolphins. So more number of Gangetic dolphin, less number of Indus dolphin. Okay. So like, you know, they are found in 4 states in the country. So Uttar Pradesh has the most dolphins, followed by Bihar, West Bengal and Assam. Okay, Assam means Brahmaputra river. Okay, it's like that. So we have another question, question number 6. So this question is about, let's say, like, you know, language provisions in India. Okay, related to language. Why we are reading about languages? Because like Government of India wants to apply 3 language formula in academic curriculum across the country, but the state of Tamil Nadu is not like, you know, willing to take it. Okay, they don't want to adopt Hindi as a language over there. So related to that, in the Constitution of India, there is an article which is Article 351. It says it directs the Union government to promote the spread of Hindi while drawing vocabulary primarily from Sanskrit and secondarily from other languages mentioned in the 8th schedule. Okay, so this statement is right. This is Article 351. Under Article 350 Clause A, 350A, President can direct states to provide adequate facilities for instruction in mother tongue at the primary stage for children of linguistic minority groups. Both these statements are right, 1 and 2. I mean, like C is the right answer. Both 1 and 2 are right. The student and the 3 language debate. Okay, so 3 language is something which is going on. You may expect a question in the mains exam also from that topic. Then we have another question. This question is related to Comptroller and Auditor General of India, CAG. Okay, Comptroller and Auditor General of India. So 4 statements are given. Basically, all these 4 statements are correct. So the CAG is appointed by the President and can be removed only on grounds similar to those of a Supreme Court judge. Right, this statement is right. CAG conducts audit of public sector enterprise and reports to the Parliament. This is also right. CAG reports on the Union government finances are submitted to the President, who causes them to be laid before the Parliament. This is also right. CAG is ineligible for further office under the Government of India or any state there after retirement. All the 4 statements are right. These statements are related to the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. So basically, why we are reading about Comptroller and Auditor General of India? Because the CAG recently had a meeting. Okay, so CAG and 16th Finance Commission hold consultation on public finances. Okay, Comptroller and Auditor General of India and the 16th Finance Commission, they have held a kind of they have kind of consulted with one another. Okay, related to public finances. Then we have another question, question number 8. What this question says, with reference to India semiconductor mission, consider the following statements. Okay, India semiconductor mission. The Ministry of Industries and Commerce. This statement is wrong because this is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Okay, in short, it is known as MITI. So this is the nodal ministry for this mission, India semiconductor mission. Why semiconductor mission? Because we want to establish semiconductor fabrication labs in the country. Okay, so recently Tata, various its subunits, they have decided that they are going to set up a semiconductor manufacturing facility in Gujarat. Okay, so that's why this is in news. So India's first commercial semiconductor fabrication plant is to be developed in Gujarat. This statement is right. Option B is the right answer, which is 2 only. Okay, so it says India Semiconductor Mission, Tata Electronics and Tata Semiconductor Manufacturing signed fiscal supporting agreement for semiconductor fabrication. Okay, so Tata's, they are going to establish semiconductor fabrication in the country. Okay, in Gujarat basically. Then we have another question. This question is related to AI Kosh. Okay, AI Kosh. There must be some space. AI Kosh. So AI Kosh means where, let's say, like, related to a particular thing, lot of knowledge thing is established, right? For example, dictionary is considered to be vocabulary Kosh, like that. Okay, word Kosh. So it says the platform has been launched by the Ministry of Education. No, it is not Ministry of Education. It is again Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MITI. Its objective is to provide unified portal for seamless access to all study materials. No, it's not related to study materials. Basically here, I mean, like, in that AI course, the government of India is going to kind of, upload, let's say, base AI models, knowledge repositories, documentaries, many things will be there that will be kind of, beneficial for normal Indian citizens to create AI related applications, taking the help of the AI course. Okay, this is the thing. So both these statements are incorrect. It says MITI launches. MITI means Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Launches AI course, a secured platform that provides repository of data sets, models and use cases to enable AI innovation. Okay, models means, like, there are base models that have multiple billion parameters over there, right? Like they are trained using multiple billion parameters, and those models can be used as base models, and they may be further fine-tuned. Distillation can be done, right, to make that AI system, I mean, like, applicable to certain specific industries. Then we have another question, which is question number 10. Now they have given list of countries, and we need to identify how many of the above countries share a land boundary with South Sudan. Okay, so it is Ethiopia, Uganda, Kenya, Democratic Republic of Congo. Chad and Egypt does not share the border, so only 4. Answer is option B. Okay, we have also included, let's say, a map over here. You see, South Sudan, right? Uganda shares the border, Kenya shares the border, Ethiopia shares the border. Then, Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, they share the border. Chad does not share. And there is Egypt also. Egypt also does not share the border. In the question, they have given Egypt as well. Okay. So out of these countries, they have mentioned Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, and Democratic Republic of Congo. These are mentioned in the question. Okay, others are not mentioned. So, I mean, like, such questions are important. You can see Ethiopia, Uganda, Kenya, Democratic Republic of Congo. Chad and Egypt, they do not share the border. Okay. So that's all from my side for the day. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending today's session. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you.